The concept of Jesus Christ's second coming is a crucial aspect of Christianity, and its implications are far-reaching, not just for believers, but also for non-believers. The idea that Jesus will return to judge the living and the dead is a central theme in Christian theology, and it has significant consequences for how we live our lives. When it comes to the signs of Jesus' return, there's a lot of confusion and varied interpretation. Within Christianity, there are different beliefs about what constitutes a sign and when we can expect Jesus to return. Some believe that we're already in the end times, while others think it's still a long way off. And then there are those outside of Christianity who are skeptical about the whole idea of Jesus returning at all. One thing is for sure, though the Bible does talk about signs that will precede Jesus' return, from natural disasters to wars, and from famine to societal upheaval, the Bible paints a picture of a world in chaos just before Jesus comes back. But what's interesting is that many of these signs are already happening today. Some people say that these signs are just a normal part of human history, and that there's nothing special about them. But for Christians, these signs are a reminder that Jesus' return is imminent, and that we need to be prepared. When we dive into biblical prophecies and teachings related to the second coming, we find some fascinating insights. In Matthew 24, Jesus himself talks about the signs that will precede his return, including the rise of false prophets and the increase in lawlessness. In the book of Revelation, we see a vision of a world in turmoil, with natural disasters and wars raging across the globe. One of the most striking prophecies is the rise of a one-world government, which will be led by the Antichrist. This is a figure who will deceive many people, and will even claim to be God. It's a chilling thought, and it's one that has many people wondering if we're already seeing the signs of this government emerging today. For Christians, the second coming of Jesus is a powerful motivational tool. It reminds us that our time on earth is short, and that we need to make the most of it. It's a call to live holy lives, to share the gospel with others, and to prepare ourselves for the day when Jesus will return. One of the most powerful teachings on the second coming comes from the Apostle Paul, who wrote that the day of the Lord will come like a thief in the night. This is a reminder that Jesus' return will be sudden and unexpected, and that we need to be always on the lookout for his coming. Another powerful insight comes from the prophet Isaiah, who wrote about the sign of imminent God with us. This sign is a reminder that Jesus is always with us, even in the toughest of times. And it's a reminder that we can trust him to see us through, even when the world around us is falling apart. For me, one of the most challenging teachings on the second coming comes from Jesus himself, who said that we need to be ready for his return at any moment. This is a call to live our lives with a sense of urgency, to prioritize our relationship with God, and to make the most of every moment. As we wrap up this exploration of Jesus Christ's second coming, I want to reiterate just how significant this topic is. It's not just about theology or doctrine, it's about living our lives with purpose and intention. It's about being aware of the world around us and being prepared for the day when Jesus will return. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the signs and predictions surrounding Jesus Christ's second coming. If you have thoughts on this topic, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. And if you want to explore more on this topic, be sure to check out my other video on faith and end times discussions.